Okay, let's move this out of the way. Yep. Turn it on. Yep. Good to go. There we go. So that happens. Well then. That's fun. So they're going to do a quick sound check. We do want to try to take this thing down too. So once we get it in place. Oh. No, we just want to tighten this thing so it doesn't move. What we don't want is for somebody to bump into it and have it spin. So you're live now, Robert?
Yeah, we're live. make our way to our seats, that would be great. I know, it's so fun visiting with everybody. And I can see everybody starting to work on their project. Okay, everybody, have a seat, please. Mr. Brown, can you hear me? Okay. I know. Thanks, everyone. Okay. The boss tells me we need to get going because we have so much fun today. So, here we go. I'm Jenny Rickle, and I'm here to welcome you to the 15th Annual Innovator Awards Luncheon. 15 years is a heck of a long time, and we're excited today that CATCOM is the presenting sponsor. And I'm so happy to see so many familiar faces and some new faces as well. You might remember last year when you joined us, we had a lot of fun having a selfie contest. We learned how to hashtag and post those onto a tag board, and today, because we have a new tool to do that, we have what's called a selfie stick. I'm going to have Kat Franklin, our new program coordinator, join me on the stage here for a moment, and we're going to take a picture of you all. We're going to include you in the picture today. I see a lot of green. It's fun to have the GWATA Luncheon on St. Patrick's Day because that is our corporate color. And I think you would agree that the tables are very well decorated thanks to Local Telecommunications and Karen Rutherford for the maker package there at Well. So here we go. Kat's gonna, everybody has to smile or give a peace sign. Everybody smile. Couple different angles. Has anyone used a selfie stick? Is that crazy or what? I see a few hands. Okay, no piano today, but I did read in the newspaper this week that they're having to ban those from some venues because they could be considered dangerous. So anyway, what will they come up with next? So this year I asked the luncheon committee, what could we steal from the Oscars that would be fun? And they said, they kind of looked at me funny and they said, well, unless you want to dance or sing or come out on the stage in your underwear, we probably need to skip that this year, Jenny. So we're not doing anything from the Oscars. So as you can see, that would have been, other than I tried to talk Clint into doing it. Clint Strand will be here in a while for MC duties, and he said no, he wasn't on board with that either. Okay, so enough funny business for a few minutes. At GWATA, our mission is simply to connect people and technologies in North Central Washington. And we love doing that because that causes us to be in the middle of everything because tech is everywhere. And so most of you know that our core values really are demonstrated today in this platform where we recognize entrepreneurs, tech-savvy businesses, future technology leaders, and innovative use of technology in the classroom. So we're very excited. If you look in the program, I hope y'all grabbed a program, you will see the most nominations that we've ever had to date in 15 years. And there's just, I think you'll get a strong feeling that there's a lot of positive things happening in our area. So I want to say thank you to you all. You all have just done a fantastic job in moving this community forward. So give yourself a quick hand on that. The next group I want to recognize really quick is our board and our advisors and of course our staff. So if you will stand as I call your name, and then I would like to hold the applause until we're all standing. So we have Ron Brown with Wenatchee School District, Jeannie Lutz with WSI Edge Digital, Christy Delosier, T-Mobile, Brandon Burke, GTC Technical Support, Tracy Yednak, Local Telecommunications, Dan Paquette, Key Methods, Drew Zabraki, Centricity, Stacy Luxemeier, Wenatchee Valley College, Center of Entrepreneurship, Lisa Karstetter with Yahoo, Laura Jakes, Port of Chelan, CTC, Dr. Michael Johnson, Confluence Health, and Bert Holton, the Mastermind Group. So yay! You met Kat briefly, but I just want to say I can't say enough about this girl. She has just really been thrown into the fire and has just been doing a tremendous job. So hopefully some of you have met her, and if you haven't, then please introduce yourself. These events that we do would not be possible without the working board and all of the fantastic volunteers. Quickly on the slides, you see a few things that we did last year. Since we met last year, we did roll out a new social media club that's held at Pybus the third Tuesday of every month at 8:30 in the morning, and that is very much designed for small businesses and retail organizations that need help with their social media strategies. We also still have our noonday program that's held at the Confluence Technology Center, and that's called Building Your Business with Technology, and that's sometimes a little bit more heavy lifting topics like cybersecurity, different software, CRM systems, you name it. And of course, all of these can be found on our website all the time. So please join us at an event like that if you haven't, and we'd be glad to see you. I see some of these inventions already kind of crashing and burning and hitting people on the head, so. Okay, so I really liked the Wenatchee Valley Chamber's theme they had just a month ago, the Better Together theme. Is really what we've all been talking about in the last few years is partnerships and collaboration are very much happening and continuing even to gain more momentum. And a few things that came to mind when I was thinking about this is the TEDx gathering that we had locally last year. And under the leadership of Sarah Rolfs, who is a nominee today, and other community leaders, we were able to really get together and start to energize about what this community will look like in the future. And the theme of connecting the dots is very much what we're doing, is we're starting to connect the dots. I've seen things like Alan Walker getting some community support in building an application for Frontier Communications ABC, which is America's Best Community process, and working on poverty and workforce development type issues. And probably what at GWATA we're most involved with and most excited about, and it ties to what we're doing here today, is the maker movement in our area, which has been really spearheaded by Mayor Frank Kuntz, who's sitting here with us today, and the city of Wenatchee, who was willing to take the challenge of Obama's Maker Challenge, which is a big national program focused on this. In the fall, we had a mayor's forum, and we started the education process in our community about how important makers will be to our future and to the future of our country. Am I following it all along with the slides? Am I doing okay? So what's been happening here locally is we've got some pretty strong efforts, a lot of conversations happening. We have a nominee today, Sam Munson, who is a Wenatchee student who has developed a business plan for a makerspace and has been talking about it, and it's really creating a lot of buzz. So we have community leaders that are looking into makerspace and into co-working spaces, which will be very helpful. We have the first, from my understanding, the North Central Washington Regional Library has a mobile makerspace, so that is really very fantastic too. We have Ethan Toth, another student here in Wenatchee, who has reached out to the National Maker Faire organization and received approval for us to have an event this fall. So October 3rd at the Town Toyota Center. I think that deserves an applause, right? Okay, so what the heck is a maker? I mean, I'm certain when I heard that terminology the first time, I did not know what it was. So it's simply, if you look up just a definition, is a person or thing that makes or produces something. And the example is a cabinet maker: creator, manufacturer, constructor, builder, producer, fabricator, inventor, architect, designer. So those are some of the words that describe that. And why is it important to us? These makers are going to be the innovators that invent and create new businesses. And as I said before, that's going to be instrumental in the economic recovery of our nation, and then of course here locally. So, are you guys makers? Do you subscribe to this? Karen Rutherford, she's a maker. Where are you, Karen? Karen has gotten us all hooked up today with all the things we need in the middle of our table to make something, to invent something. And here is some of the criteria. We need to work together as a team. There's one invention allowed per table. Use only what's in the kit, but you don't have to use everything. No bubble gum though, or anything else. No foreign things. Try to build something that can move or do something. Build it tall. I see some tall creations already. Nice work, guys. And then what you want to do is you want to take that blue card, you want to name your table, either the number of your table or a name. Take a picture, and then it needs to be hashtagged to WhenTech. So you see that on the screen there. We're going to allow a few extra minutes while you're eating. I think we're going to go till 12:25, and then that'll be it. Pictures have to be in. And at the end of the luncheon today, courtesy of Dr. Robb Akridge, who is here, and in the spirit of the luncheon, we will have Clarisonics for the winners, and we will also have some sonic cares courtesy of Dr. Kara Schroeder. So I think it's pretty fantastic prizes, and hopefully that will incent you for not only the bragging rights, but also for those prizes too. With that, I think we're ready to do that. The Wi-Fi for this is When Center, all lowercase, if you need the internet to post your picture. And I think that's it. So let's do it. Let's make something.
Hi, I'm Joe Hoody. When I built an extreme marshmallow can that can shoot a marshmallow 175 feet, I never thought I would get invited to show it at the White House Science Fair, but I did. And I never thought that President Obama would help me fire a marshmallow across the state dining room, but we did. And I still have that marshmallow to prove it.
I'll probably go this way so I can hit that person first.
Yeah, I think that's good.
So I've got a challenge for you. The White House is going to host its first ever White House Maker Fair later this year. It would be a chance for even more makers, young and old, to show what they can design and make. So don't be bored, make something, and tweet it to the White House using hashtag #IMadeThis, and stay tuned to whitehouse.gov/makerfair for more details. So get making, maybe you'll get invited to things you never thought possible.
Actually, I'm going to keep it perfect. How are you, sir? I'm great. How are you? What's your name?
Hey, I just want to mention to everybody that's posting your pictures with the hashtag, right now it looks like Twitter and Instagram are working better on Tagboard. I'm seeing more of the pictures there. So if you have both, if you have Instagram or Twitter, in addition to Facebook, I would suggest that you post them on either Instagram or Twitter. If the only option is Facebook for your table, then use Facebook, that's fine. But if you have either one of the other options, and I would think with 8 people at your table, there's a pretty good chance that you'll have another option. I'd suggest either Twitter or Instagram.
right, friends, you have your 2-minute warning, makers. 2 minutes to finish up your works of staggering genius. That was your 1 minute light blinking right there. 1 minute. Seconds. I'm trying to figure out whether this is like the big kid version of Legos or Lincoln Logs right here, but it's looking fabulous. "15 seconds. On 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go! Ah, look at those works of genius out there. Thank you, makers. If you can take your seats, we can keep going with the program. Absolutely marvelous. All right, friends, when you can, take those seats. We'll start with the program here. Once again, thank you so much for being here. It is my distinct pleasure to be here. My name is Clint Strand. I am the morning show host and program director for Coho 101.1. And it is so much fun to be here. So many of you I've talked to on the air, but it's nice to put faces to all those names. Sorry, the same can't be put in the other direction, but again, really, really excited to be here and talk about the future of technology, not only overall, but here in the Wenatchee Valley. It's amazing when you think about, this is the 15th year of the GWATA, that how much has changed in technology in 15 years. Very quick story before I keep going, just to give you an idea. I have been in radio in 15 years here in North Central Washington, here at Coho, and then at our sister station KOZI up in the Lake Chelan Valley. And I remember when we would give tours at the station in 1999, 2000. We had a computer automated system, and when I'd give tours, I thought, okay, what could be the aha, what could be the whoa part of the tour? And I remember showing them our automation system at that time. And my big whoa moment was when I would unveil it and say, and this can hold 3,000 songs. Right, a lot's changed in 15 years. Of course, there was no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no Pinterest, much to my wife's dismay. And right now, this is getting live streamed up on YouTube. So it's amazing how far we have come in the last 15 years. Give yourself a quick round of applause, because you're all part of it. And of course, this is only possible with the support of our tremendous sponsors. We're pleased to have a local technology company led by a former entrepreneur winner, Andrew Metcalf, sponsoring the luncheon today. Mr. Metcalf exemplifies what this award celebration is all about. He and his team, they continue to innovate, to build companies, to create jobs, and contribute to the overall economic vitality of our region. Now, if you're looking for a variety of professional services or equipment for your network solutions, please be sure to reach out to Capcom. In addition to their relationship with global technology leader Brocade, they have many choices for all of your needs. Please stand and be recognized as our presenting sponsor. Please, Andrew. Today would also not be possible, literally, without the contributions of our platinum sponsors. Please stand, Jeff Austinson with North 40 Productions. Jeff, where are you at, buddy? So much that is great and visual and creative coming out of those offices. Phenomenal. And of course, Jennifer Corpeatis, marketing. Literally, I saw her running around. She does not stop. She doesn't ever stop. Gorgeous event. Thank you so much, Jennifer. This year, GWATA introduced a new category of sponsors. Not only do we appreciate the financial support, but we love these connections these organizations have to the awards that they're presenting. Now, each award trophy lists the presenter and the inscription that designates the sponsor in support of the innovation of North Central Washington. For instance, the Future Technology Leader is brought to you by the Chelan County PUD. The innovative use of technology in the classroom is brought to you by the North Central Educational Service District. The Entrepreneur of the Year is brought to you by CrunchPack. And the Tech Savvy Business of the Year is brought to you by Local Telecommunications. Thank you so much. And I want to recognize our gold level sponsors. These are the folks that have been with GWATA since the very beginning. They continue to support technology and innovation in all its forms here in North Central Washington every day, year over year. Thank you, The Good Life Magazine, T-Mobile, the Wenatchee World, Yahoo. Thank you very, very much. Silver sponsors, thank you to our friends at Confluence Health, Firefly, the Noel Communications, the Port of Douglas County, the Port of Quincy, and Van Doren Sales. Thank you to all of you as well. And last but not least, our bronze sponsors, Banner Bank, Cashmere Valley Bank, and then Dr. Kara Schroeder with Children's Dentistry, Cordell Nair, Element Salon and Spa, GTC Technical Support, Intuit, Jeffers Danielson Son and Aylward, Key Methods, Moss Adams, North Cascades National Bank, Oneonta, Savvy Data Center, and the Wenatchee Valley College Center for Entrepreneurship. Thank you so much. By the way, just a comment on how healthy GWATA is. This is the most sponsors this event has had to date. So again, healthy and growing technology here in our area. Very excited to bring on our keynote speaker for today, Dr. Robb. Dr. Robb is co-founder of Pacific Bioscience Laboratories. He's the maker of the Clairsonic Sonic Skin Cleansing System and the Opal Sonic Infusion System. His mission is to develop technology-advanced and clinically proven products that make a clear difference in skincare, health, and beauty. He's a senior vice president and global general manager of Clairsonic. He's responsible for the global expansion of the brand, as well as new product development and international testing. He's received his PhD in immunology from Texas A&M University. He's spent over 25 years in the medical and global health research. Amongst other accolades, he's also the chairman of the board of the Independent Cosmetic Manufacturers and Distributors. Please give a very warm welcome to Dr. Robb Akridge.
It's great to be here. I'm a very informal guy. Don't let the suit fool you. There is a nerd inside, a little techie nerd. Actually, a little bit more of my background. I actually come from a blue-collar family, the only one who went to college. Construction, steel, ironworkers is my blood through the rest of my brothers and grandfathers, so I know that world very well. But my world has quite changed because of going through school, coming to the Seattle area to work on HIV-1. I actually worked with Fred Hutch, looking at HIV-1 and AIDS vaccines for 8 years of my life. And then I went to work with Sonicare toothbrush. How many of you have a Sonicare? Okay, how many dentists are in the group? There you go. Thank you for the Sonicares. I know somebody's donating those. It's a great product. We sold that company to Philips Electronics in 2000, and then 5 of us actually started this company that creates Clarisonic. So let me get the little clicker going here. And I move around a lot, and so forgive me. What we're going to do first is turn off the lights. Now remember, this company started with 5 guys. Now we have 500 employees in Redmond and about another couple hundred throughout the world. We're part of the L'Oreal Corporation. I'll be here through the entire day, the rest of the event, so if you want to come up and talk to me about your product, your dream, your vision, happy to talk with you, because I love hearing what you have to say as much as hearing me talk, right? So here we go. Let's see, this is a brand video that our marketing group put together. You can lower the lights. There we go. So can we have the lights? First thing I like to say, thank you. First thing I like to say is we don't build robots, but you guys have done some really good job at that. I like the one here, especially from the corset folks. She's anatomically correct. Can you show everybody, sort of just turn her around a bit as she moves? Just real quick so we can, people only see the back side of her. They don't see the front part. By the way, just to let you know, we do have a heart at Clarisonic. We've given over $7 million to cancer research and support Look Good, Feel Better. But it didn't just start with us having a lot of money. We're going to go through a lot of different things. In 2002, we decided to actually get together and create this company. And the main thing is, like, where do great ideas come from? And we all know that where they come from is Denny's. And that's because for the first couple of years, we didn't afford an office. We couldn't afford one. We actually would go to Denny's and sit in one of their big booths, and we'd stay there for 3 hours, and we'd give the waitress a big tip. And we just talked about market trends, what we're going to create. We didn't know we were going to go into skincare. We thought maybe boating industry, the ships, maybe there's some need there. And then we looked at household appliances, and then we looked at skincare. And we noticed that there's a huge market trend in skincare because of all the baby boomers getting older. They want something to keep them looking young. And we asked a dermatologist, what is the #1 problem in skincare? And he said acne. And acne all starts with 1 plug 4. So then one of the other founders, there was 5 of us. And actually we all said, you come to a meeting with your own background. And they looked at this picture of this giant blackhead on the screen. And one of the engineers said, I wonder if the physical properties of that plug is different than the surrounding skin. And is there someone to manipulate that skin to allow that plug to come free and come out of the pore? So we looked at it from a totally different area. But let's see, this is one. So basically, one of the things, this is a little bit out of order because I'm going to talk about the founders in a minute, but when you come to actually looking at a company, I'm now part of the L'Oreal system, and the French know the word entrepreneur, but they really don't follow that same philosophy we have. It doesn't translate well. In France, it means you're a good businessman. In our world, entrepreneurs mean you have an idea and you want to make it reality. And basically what happened is that I cashed in my 401k, and we then ended up getting angel investors, and then we had 3 rounds of these personal investments. And then basically, we had a philosophy at the very beginning that if you were part of our company, you only could be there not just as an employee, but you actually had to put some skin in the game. You had to put in your own money. Because to be an employee is totally different than being someone that owns your company. And if you have your own pocket put out there, put into this company, you want to make it happen. So that's one of my key learnings, is that you have to invest in your own beliefs. And then we actually gave out warrants because we couldn't afford to pay people. So the warrants basically, is sort of a type of stock. But basically when it actually came to the very end and L'Oreal acquired us, all those warrants were converted to stock, and then we cashed them out, and the next thing you know, everybody has a big party. But it doesn't happen like that overnight. It took us 10 years, which is really quite long. But these are the original founders. The guy at the top there, forgive me for the people on the upper right-hand side, that's David Giuliani. He's the primary inventor of Sonicare. He's also one of the founders of this company. And the other guys are electrical engineer, that's Ken Pelcher below. And then the other 2, Ward and Steve, were sort of silent partners. They were advisors. So with us 5 guys, we started looking at ways to create something to move the skin. How many of you have a Clarisonic? Just checking. Thank you out there for the support. It actually does work. Some people look at it and think, oh, that's that same thing that I had when I was a teenager. My grandma had one and it spun around. This is totally different. This one may not be charged, but let's see. I don't know if you can hear it. There it goes. It's a certain frequency that we discovered that was optimal to be used on your skin. It gives powerful but gentle cleansing. You use it in the shower, you put it in your cleanser, turn it on, put it on your face, it goes for 1 minute, it automatically turns off, and you have sonically cleansed skin. 6 times better cleansing than you can with your hands, and the next thing you know, you have softer, smoother skin, reduction in appearance of pore size, and reduction in appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's not a gimmick, it really works, and everybody notices it, and they actually can tell that their skin is different. And what's really great, ladies, your husband and your boyfriend and your friends will all notice too. And that's a sales pitch for today, but it's true. It really does change your skin. But it comes through patented technology, because when you create something, everybody else wants to knock it off. And so the best thing to do is have lots of patents. We have over 40 patents either issued or pending globally. And it allows us to patent everything from the frequency to the way it moves the skin. And this is sort of an example of old technology versus new technology. So this is a brush head that's been put in some water with a little cleanser, and we'll look at it again. The one on the left is invented in 1968. You're seeing a lot of these out now. Other companies are creating these. They're putting them into white fancy handles to look like ours. But it was an old technology. It just spins around, it surface cleanses. What you're seeing on the other side is when you put Clarisonic in there, the way it's moving, it pushes water away from the brush head, flushes out the pores to clean out your skin better. So it actually has a fluid force to clean out those pores. So yours truly is a geeky scientist, but I went to QVC and actually we pitched the deal and said, you want to have Clarisonic on the air. So it's an incredible system, QVC. They sell about $8 billion a year in product. I have sold over $140 million since 2007 in Clarisonics on air, live TV. This is the example there. This is what it sold out in the early moments. The reason it sold out so fast is because of really, we got a quick push in our PR through Oprah. We'll talk about that later, but basically we have won numerous awards from all kinds of retailers and different magazines. But this woman right here is the one that really sent us to a different level in the universe. She held the Clarisonic up in 2007 and said, you've got to buy this thing, it tightens your pores, and within 24 hours, you could not find one in the entire United States. We were sold out. We had to create a war room. We put up a distribution channel. Sephora's going to get this. We can build this many a day. Sephora's going to get this many. Nordstrom's going to get this many. Saks is going to get this many. The doctors are going to get this many. The spas are going to get this many. It took us 3 months to actually catch up with just getting stock in. People were fighting for them at retail. The Oprah tsunami is real. Unfortunately, she no longer has her show, so there's not that same awareness. But what happened to us is that our growth was all grassroots. People talked about it. Girlfriends told girlfriends, moms told daughters. All these people were talking, and we did not advertise at all. Advertising and print ads, it is a tough drug to take. Once you get on it, you cannot get off. So from 2004, when we launched in doctors' offices and spas, until 2010, we did all of our growth through grassroots. And because of it, we were on Inc. Top 500 list. Have you heard of this? This is the 500 fastest growing companies in the United States. You have to divulge your financial package to them, and then they calculate how fast you're growing. To be on it once is pretty much a miracle. To be on it twice is sort of unheard. In this particular example, let's see, our first time we were number 60 out of the 500, and we were growing at 2,197% 3-year growth rate. So it was pretty amazing. So then next thing you know, we did it 3 years in a row. And when you do 3 years in a row, you become what they call a love mark. People really know your brand. They talk about it in endeared terms. So then you actually are more, people know about your product better. So then you move forward to 2011. L'Oreal bought us. That's another interesting story, just for those of you. How many of you consider yourself entrepreneurs out there? Good. It's not as bad. People associate us with politicians. We're not the same. And so the entrepreneurs, no offense, Mayor. So the thing is that entrepreneurs really believe in their ideas and they really go for it. The thing is that as you go through your company stages, you go through different doubts and you wonder how we're going to finance it and all these problems. So what we did in the very beginning, before we even had a product, we said, how are we going to exit? This is before we even knew we were going into skincare. How are we going to exit this company that we were creating? And we decided, do we do IPO? Do you do, flip it with a venture capitalist? Do you just continue to make these things the rest of our lives until we die? Or do we sell it to a big fish? And we all decided to sell it to a big fish, like we did Sonicare to Philips. And then the next question on that same day was, how much are we going to sell this company for? Now remember, we didn't even have a category that we're going into. We didn't know we were going into skincare. And we pulled a number out of the sky and we said, this is how much we want to sell this company for. So once we created a Clarisonic and we started selling them, we drove our retail sales to a certain level because your value of your company is worth based on the multiple of your retail sales, right? And so when we reached that point in retail sales, we picked up our bank, Barclay, and we said, Barclay, it's time to sell. So there was no argument amongst the founders. We already knew exactly when we needed to sell this company. And we had 8 companies come in. They were all courting us. 4 of them were only serious, and L'Oreal turned out to be the winner. So when you become part of L'Oreal, it is a huge, huge corporation. How many of you ever shopped at Nordstrom's or Dillard's? When you walk into that cosmetic counter and you get past all those women spraying stuff all over you, you get to the point where you see all these brands. Half of that floor is owned by Estee Lauder. The other half of the floor is owned by L'Oreal. Independents are like Chanel, Clarins, and a couple others. So there's these 2 huge mammoth corporations fighting it out in the skincare cosmetic world. Lancôme, we fall within what we call the luxury division of L'Oreal. They have 5 divisions. We fall within luxury. And we sit amongst brands like the following: Lancôme, Urban Decay, Kiehl's, Yves Saint Laurent, Ralph Lauren Fragrance, Giorgio Armani. Helen Rubinstein is not here in the U.S. anymore, but is globally, especially in Asia. There's also Biotherm, which is not in the U.S. It's all over the world, especially in the U.K. Very popular brand. So those are our sister brands. Now, when we launched the Clarisonic as our own business, we were in 9 countries, and we did that because we wanted to prove to a big fish that this product was not only popular in the United States, but you also could sell it in the UK or you could sell it in Japan. So we did in a very small way, we got distributors to handle our product in those countries. So we were in 9 countries at the time. I wouldn't say we were really in them. We had a distributor showing that we could sell. And when we pitched to L'Oreal, they said, great, we have the global system. So now, we are in 45 countries in the last 2.5 years. I fly all over the world. I do PR. I do TV interviews, radio interviews, talking about the technology. And it's because of this system that L'Oreal has, we're able to really just drop into it and then populate the world. So what we're going to talk about next is the latest technology from us. So we've taken it from this handle and all of our handles out there are programmed to a patented frequency that works with your skin. But we knew that there are a range of frequencies on either side of that were really good for other things for your skin. But we had a problem. The brain was in the handle, and it was programmed to only that one frequency. So what we've done in this next product I'm going to show you is we've actually made the brush head smart. Put a computer chip in it. When you put it on the brush head, it takes over the handle, and the pre-programmed program in the chip controls the frequencies and what the brush is going to do. So this is called Smart Profile from Clarisonic. And what we're going to do is lower the lights again if we could. I don't know if anybody wants to turn those off. He's got it back there. And this is just another marketing. I love my world now. I'm no longer a science geek. I deal with marketers and marketing concepts, and so it's quite interesting. So let's see if we can make this work. Amazing what you can do when you're part of L'Oreal. As an entrepreneur, we would have had a small group, we would have never been able to afford any kind of visual like that. I guess to the people that are on the webinar, the high school students that are out there that are seeing this, I think you should just believe and have a dream, believe in it. People tell you no all the time, don't believe them, just go for it, because if every time someone said, you're going to sell a facial cleansing brush for $195, are you crazy? Do focus groups, they say, well, we pay 25 bucks for it. And you just have to believe in it. And the next thing you know, you're the number 4 largest skincare companies in the United States through sonic technology. Only brands that are larger than us are Lancome, Clinique, and Kiehl's. And then comes Clarisonic. So to go from 5 guys to 500 in little Seattle, in Northwest. I think it's a pretty amazing story, and I'm happy to hear your stories later on in the day. Thank you very much.
Dr. Robb, everyone. Phenomenal. There are a lot of success stories in this room as well, and we're going to talk about a few of them. Actually, I'm not, but some of you are. We're going to introduce Mike Coleman. He's the Managing Director of Fiber and Telecommunications over at the Chelan County PUD. He will present the Future Technology Leader K-12 Award.
Not quite as tall as Clint. The Future Technology Leaders Award is given to a student in grades K through 12 who shows promise as a future leader in technology. Nominees and their projects have been evaluated on the following broad criteria. The winner or winners will demonstrate potential for success through leadership, learning, and technology skills. The student will be evaluated based on their engagement in the technology-rich project, and the student-led projects are preferred. Chelan County PUD is honored to support these students and their outstanding examples of innovative thinking and cooperation. So as I call your name, would you please stand? Alex Tyson, Wenatchee High School. Michael Erickson, Kashmir High School. Samuel Monson, Valley Academy. Ethan Toth, Wenatchee High School. Christopher Ortiz, Cascade High School. Zane Preby, Icicle River Middle School. And Bernardo Maravilla, Cascade School District. I'd like to give a big hand to all of you. The finalists are Samuel Monson, Valley Academy of Learning. Samuel was instrumental in starting a project at the high school to bring a maker's fair to Wenatchee. Since then, the library has acquired a mobile makerspace, and there's a local group pursuing the possibility of creating a community makerspace in Wenatchee. Ethan Toth, Wenatchee High School. Ethan is leading an effort to bring a mini makers fair to Wenatchee this fall. City staff who are working with Ethan are impressed with his knowledge, his leadership capabilities, and the use of technology to organize the effort. Michael Erickson, the third finalist from Kashmir High School. Michael has been an electronic musician since the 8th grade and has performed in music using a computer, a Game Boy, electronic keyboard, and other traditional instruments fused together at local talent shows and in Seattle at several venues. His chiptune music has been available on Bandcamp and SoundCloud.com for several years, and he recently signed with iTunes, Amazon, and other music download websites to gain a wider audience.
It's very tough.
And the winner is Ethan Toth, Future Technology Leader of 2015.
Makers Fair is essentially just a 1 to 2 day event where innovators, engineers, architects, inventors all get together and they display their creations in kind of a new age format, which can range from anything being like drone armies flying over, consisting of 16 different quadcopters, to a metallic dinosaur that can breathe fire. I mean, it's just anything that really involves engineering that has a new kind of artistic or conceptual design added to it. I mean, it's really celebrating new technology. I mean, I really like the entire process of it. I mean, I really like the connections I've been making. I mean, it's just really interesting to see these people that have the initiative and have the drive to actually go and do something, but it's just we haven't been connected yet. So getting those connections and actually getting a chance to see what we can do right now, that's the big part. I mean, that's stuff you don't get to do in school.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for all coming out here and supporting it. Some of the other nominees, you guys have great projects too. I mean, this whole experience was great. I love doing this project and getting a chance to be recognized for it. I mean, it's great. The process of doing this entire Makers Fair is astonishing to me. Seeing all these connections in the community, all you guys. I mean, you guys are what make up what I'm doing, and I'm really grateful that you all can be here, and I hope you all can meet together and get some connections going so we can actually start a big movement in our community. Yeah, thank you so much.
Ethan, well done. Short, sweet. No need for the orchestra to play you off the stage. Nicely done. Time now to present the Use of Technology in the Classroom Award. I'm going to introduce Pete Phillips. He's the Executive Director of Technology Services for the North Central Educational Service District. Big hand for Pete.
Thanks, Clint. On behalf of North Central Educational Service District, I'm really proud to be a part of this award. This innovative use of technology in the classroom is given to someone who is pursuing innovative approaches to implementing instructional technology in the classroom. So individuals or teams have been nominated on the following 2 criteria. Number 1, the use of technology in the classroom and its significant impact on improving student learning. And number 2 criteria is innovative use of technology in the classroom that is not a requirement, not included in the school curriculum as a mandate. So today, or this year, we have nominees, or the following are the nominees: Sally Nipfer, Wenatchee School District. If you're here, please stand and we'll recognize you. Eric Teagle, Cascade School District. Ray Burks, Wenatchee School District. Steve Keene, Kashmir Robo Rockers 4-H Club at Vale Elementary. Lisa Gilbert, Cascade School District. John Torrance and Pete Jelsing, Wenatchee Valley Technical Center. Ty Goodrich and Dawn Wood, Wenatchee School District. Todd Mahowski, Wenatchee Valley Technical Center. Jim Kovach, Wenatchee School District. Camille Jones, Quincy School District. Ashley Lenaway, Chelan School District. Paula Perryman, Manson School District. Brian Johnson, Wenatchee School District. Brian Erling, Wenatchee School District. Sarah Rolfs, Wenatchee School District. Scott Bailey, Wenatchee Valley College. And Doug Clay, Eastmont School District. And our 3 finalists are, let's recognize these folks. And our 3 finalists are John Torrance and Pete Jelsing, Wenatchee Valley Technical Center. John and Pete recognize the importance of soft skills and have created an innovative measurement and evaluation for professional competencies or soft skills that can be used by teachers and students in a combination with their classroom-based curriculum. This tool, known as E3, is an online evaluation tool that rates students on professional competencies and personal traits in over a dozen different areas like teamwork, interpersonal skills, critical thinking, professionalism, honesty, integrity, and flexibility. That kind of sounds like magic to me, if you could do that. John, you guys better copyright this right now, because there's probably some folks in the room that would want to purchase that for their business. Our second nominee, Paula Perryman, Manson School District. Ms. Perryman works directly with two Microsoft engineers, one from Amazon.com and the other from eBay, who are teaching students computer programming. These engineers have a remote connection directly to her classroom in Manson and are instructing the students alongside Ms. Perryman. Our third nominee is Sarah Rolfs from Wenatchee School District. Mrs. Rolfs' dedication and passion for volunteering to expand their STEAM education into elementary classrooms is truly outstanding. She's an entrepreneur in the purest sense and has created numerous creative and collaborative projects for Wenatchee School District students. And dim the lights. The winner is Sarah Rolfs.
With the growing popularity of STEM and STEAM acronyms, I think that a lot of how that looks at the elementary school level gets lost. We often think of electronics and robotics and 3D printers, and that really looks pretty different at the elementary school level, in my opinion. I do use iPads as data collection tools for the kids. They get a kick out of learning how to use those, and that education will build on itself. But really, I think the more important thing is learning to use your creativity, which will later transpose into robotics and electronics and those sorts of things. I guess the thing that I get the most out of is just, again, having the students seeing their creativity. I mean, some of these activities I've done 100 times, and I'm still seeing new designs.
Thank you very much. Innovation to me is a creative and collaborative process. All pieces and components don't come together at the right time, it just doesn't happen. It's dead in the water. I appreciate mostly all of those teachers who allowed me over the threshold of their classrooms and trusted me to meddle with their kids. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, very much. Going now to our next award, we want to welcome in Dimitri Mandelis. He's the founder and president of Local Telecommunications. He's a past Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. He will present the Tech Savvy Business of the Year Award. Dimitri.
Thank you. A tech-savvy business is defined as an organization or entity that has successfully applied technology to one or more aspects of their operation to improve their efficiencies or differentiate their product or services for a competitive advantage. The nominees have been judged on the following: their level of innovation, the success of technology integration, and the impact of the improved product or service on internal and external constituents. I'm going to list out the nominees. There's about 10 of them. If you could stand if you're here. Central Washington Hospital Rehab, Pet Hub, the Eastmont School District, R.J. Martinez Agency, Castle and Bay, Ela Yoga, Van Doren Sales, Plug-in North Central Washington, Oravel Reman and Reload, Pivotal Advantage LLC by Snap Electric, the Chelan County PUD and B Clearly, and Inland Tarp and Liner. And now let's learn more about the finalists. We'll play a video.
Ron Johnston Rodriguez, and I am with Plug-in North Central Washington. Plug-in North Central Washington actually was birthed about 2005. It was an economic development exploratory project by the Port of Chelan County. I was working as the economic development director for the Port of Chelan County at the time, and was tasked with looking around for fresh opportunities that might have some, long-term potential for our valley and region. As time went on and the technologies developed, we became more excited, if you will, about vehicle electrification. And as we know, now virtually every automaker on the planet has a line of electric vehicles that they're manufacturing. Electrification is the future of the automobile. With Seattle, Puget Sound area, in fact the entire West Coast, being a major deployment area where people were buying these new electric vehicles as they were coming into the marketplace. The next step seemed obvious at that point. We need to make it possible for those electric vehicle drivers to climb over the mountains and come and enjoy this area as an electric vehicle destination. So that's when we launched into our EV tourism effort. We worked with the Washington State Department of Transportation, and we worked with communities from here to Sultan. We were able to wire up Stevens Pass corridor, and as it happens, we accomplished the first EV, electric vehicle friendly national scenic byway in the nation. Thereafter, we decided the next step is to continue to try and populate the immediate area with more charging stations so local folks could take better advantage of it. This is not just a flash in the pan trend that's going away. There's little argument with the fact that an internal combustion engine is about 25% efficient. If you're driving electric, it's closer to 85 to 90% of the energy that you put into that battery pack goes to the wheels. Who doesn't love efficiency?
My full name is Patricia Collins, and I've been nominated through Confluence Health for my work with the exoskeleton and helping people walk. We have the only therapeutic exoskeleton in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. Sets us apart in extraordinary ways. Patients with paralysis, it's just a very devastating experience for their life, whether they've had a stroke or sustained an illness. It changes everything for them. The ability to walk really is a miracle. To be able to put one step in front of the other, it's to be human for many of us. I actually just got a call this morning from a gal from Centralia, Washington. She was in a tragic accident and sustained a spinal cord injury, and she wants to be able to hug her son, standing up and that kind of thing. Prior to the exoskeleton, we did not have very much intervention really for neurologically impaired patients. The thing that's special about the exo, you get like multiple sensory intervention, where you're moving in space, you're listening to these cues. The exoskeleton is giving you these beeps and chirps and telling you where your body is in space, and I'm coaching the patient like how to move, how to walk, how to stand. It builds their bone density and muscle integrity, things like that. And so that's where I think I'm seeing the improvement come along so quickly, much more quickly than I've seen with all these other devices. I have one patient, and his goal is to walk to church for Easter, and he's going to meet that goal. So it has allowed us to get patients better faster.
My name is Tom Arnold. I'm the founder and CEO of Pet Hub. Our main focus is getting lost pets home fast, and we do this through a physical ID tag that links to an online profile for pets. The concept came along because I have cats and dogs, and I had a cat go missing, and I was like, instantly like, where do I have a current photo? How am I getting this animal back quickly and safely? After going through that, I realized, man, we've all got all this great tech at our fingertips, but nobody's really solved this problem. Less than 2% of cats and less than 18% of dogs, once they go missing, that small number will get home again. So the question was, how can I make a difference? And I love doing software, I love my animals, and that's where Pet Hub came together. We have the physical ID tag that has NFC, which is near field communication, so you can just tap a phone to the tag. A QR code where you can actually scan that with a camera. And we also have a brand new Bluetooth ID tag, so you could be 150 feet away from a pet and pick up their ID information. And all of this links together to their online profile. We've got a wealth of data about that animal. Pet medications, pet dietary needs, we link with veterinarian records, we have the microchip number, the license tag, the rabies tag, anything you can think of that you want to put on your pet's profile that links to a single tag. So when we bring the profile up on your phone, we'll actually grab the GPS location, we'll send you an alert with a map. We'll not only alert you, but we'll alert everybody else on your emergency contact list. I can also broadcast my pet's profile to the 13,000 shelters and businesses that we have in a database for North America. We know that if our animal goes missing, the odds are much greater in them getting home again. And now, every day, I can see that we're really making a difference. Not in just this animal's life, but in families' lives. That's what fuels me. It's super cool.
And the Tech Savvy Business of the Year is Confluence Health, Central Washington Region.
Physical therapist, but I told my mom and dad are here from the west side, she said, well, I hope you don't cry if you lose. So now I'm kind of cheering up as I'm winning, so what a great surprise. And really, I had no idea what GWATA was about, or, I was nominated for this award, and I thought, great, sure, sounds good. So here we are. Anyway, and thanks here. First of all, I'm an employee of Confluence, and this exoskeleton was purchased by Confluence for therapeutic purposes. And so I'm the lucky recipient of being trained for that, use of that as a therapeutic device. So anyway, there's a table of Confluence folks here. My boss is over there, and our vice president, and I'll get to the rest of the people. So my folks are over there from the west side, and my husband, who's been very supportive of all this, and had this crazy idea about 7 years ago that we'd move to Wenatchee. So thanks to him for all the years that we've had here in this opportunity. And my brother and his wife are here from the west side, came over with my folks, and luck of the Irish. So Kathleen, she nominated me, sitting by me there. She nominated me for this award. And I think her experience. She was new to the community last summer, and because she was not from this area, I think she realized what a special thing this was. She came from Portland, and she has 22 years of experience in physical therapy with neurology. And anyway, we were in this room in our therapy gym area, and she saw that thing, and I said, well, here's the deal. I'm involved in this project. And so then the next week she said, well, do you mind if I nominate you for this award? I said, well, I don't know, do whatever you want. So here we are today, because she didn't even know, I think, what she got into either. So just thanks to Confluence Health, and thanks to GWATA. I mean, I think what a surprise here today. I mean, I didn't have any idea there would be this many people here, and all the great ideas and the inspiring things that people have brought forth. I think it's really terrific. So just the Confluence people, I'd like them to be recognized here, because they're really the winners of this award. And and lastly, I have one apology to make to Dr. Farah, because I'm cutting into his physical therapy session today. So we'll be walking again on Thursday. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Those videos made the day for me. That was amazing. That was the first time watching those. I was sitting there going, oh yeah, electric cars, yeah, the future of the world. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Ed, yeah, they got to win. Oh, Jake the Basset could use that. I have a Basset hound named Jake. If any of you have Bassets, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Phenomenal stuff. Right now, I would like to introduce Dan Paquette. He's the president-elect of GWATA. He's going to give us a look towards the future. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Oh, sorry, Tony. Tony is next. Sorry about that. Getting ahead of myself. Want to introduce Tony Freitag. We all know him. He's the founder and sales and marketing director of CrunchPack. He's the 2014 recipient of the Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and of course, it takes one to know one. So please welcome Tony. He will present the 2015 Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Tony?
It's okay, I'm used to being forgotten. Ask those that work for me and work with us. Entrepreneur of the Year Award. I know last year I was flabbergasted to receive it, honored at the same time. The definition is entrepreneurs are people with vision and the ability to see a need and to fill it. We've heard Clarisonic, we've heard of many other things that are being done by some great people here in this room and around the country. These nominees have the courage to make change and the stamina to await results. There I would differ a bit. Most entrepreneurs I know are not known for their patience. Let's get it done, and let's get it done today. It's that determination as to why they're here. The nominees have all displayed exceptional vision, leadership, and innovation in building a new venture, developing a new product or service, or delivering an existing product or service to the marketplace. The nominees have been judged on the following criteria: the uniqueness of the product or service, the demonstration of entrepreneurial attributes, the level of innovation, the success of the venture, and future potential. And the nominees are, and I'd ask that they stand up as I call out their names: Nancy Greddy with Althea Writing Center, Margaret Griebach with Women, Farms, and Food, Frank Coots, Honorable Mayor of the City of Wenatchee, Joe and Stacy Carlisle, Moonlight Tile and Stone, Mike Toigo and Chance Harris from Crossport, Shane Wilder from Icicle TV, Jeff and Leanna Kirpus from Orchard Corset, Tori Kapinko at Twist Works, Aubrey and Dustin Armitage, Shafine T. Shafine T. Lastly, J.D. Taylor and Shirlene Sums with Elite Hoop Effects. What we'd like to do now is to learn a little bit more about the finalists and watch a short video about them. Thank you.
I'm Aubrey Armitage, and my husband is Dustin Armitage, and we own Shaw Fine Teas, which is located down at Pybus Market. Shaw Fine Teas, it specializes in fine quality loose leaf teas. We also have hard to find exotic spices and essential oils and other wellness related items. Tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world, and it's second only to water. The health benefits of tea make it a very, very popular choice for more and more people. Every day we get people coming in saying that they're giving up coffee and they want to transition to tea. They don't have to settle for store-bought tea bags. They can come to us and get really great quality loose leaf teas that are extremely good for them. Our teas are all hand blended in small batches right here in Wenatchee. By me, actually. I do the blends myself. So I'm able to ensure that our customers are getting the highest quality and the freshest tea that they can get. I've always loved tea. I mean, I remember as a kid making myself a cup of tea almost every single night. So it's always been a really important part of my life. And I just thought that a loose leaf tea shop would be a great fit at a public market, and there wasn't really something like that available here. We have our teas in really fine local restaurants, and we also have our teas. We have great relationships with Wenatchee High School and Westside High School. They actually sell our tea. We've submitted teas twice to Tea Time magazine, which is actually an international publication, and both times they've selected our teas as their favorites. We have a deal with Certino's coffee shops, and they're actually opening nationwide. And we also are the tea provider this year for Silverwood Theme Park. Our customers are hands down the most important thing to us. They are amazing. Every day that I work, I swear I think to myself, I just love our customers so much. They're so great.
My name is Jeff Kerpis, and the business that I own with my wife Leanna is Orchard Corset. Orchard Corset is the largest retailer of off-the-rack, authentic steel-boned corsets in the world. The needs of the people that we are filling is several, from cosplay and Comic-Con costumes, to Halloween, to bridal, formal. Even we serve a large community of people who stand up 12 hours a day, nurses. They want something firm that's gonna last, that's gonna support their back. What sets us apart from others in our industry is the wow factor. We take every opportunity along the way, whether it's customer service, whether it's website experience, whether it's speed of shipping. We do everything we can to wow the customer. And when they get the product, they are not expecting something of this quality to have been for this price. We were into vintage clothing, we were always hucksters, and one thing led to another, and the corsets seemed to be the central theme that had the demand. And then I discovered this thing called the internet, and I said, I can sell stuff on here to even a bigger audience than just Wenatchee. We have a mantra in our company, and that is practice, practice, celebrate, refine. And so the journey's been slow, but methodical and consistently looking for how are we gonna improve, how are we gonna get to the next level, how are we gonna reach the next market. It's our team that's brought us here, man. To bring those people together with an inspiration that we have not just a commodity, but we have a product. And our product is to get this commodity, whatever it is, out at the best price with the best value and wow factor, with the fastest shipping, the best information, and the best customer service and experience possible.
My name is Nancy Gretty, and I am the co-founder and executive director of Alethea Writing Center. Alethea Writing Center provides therapeutic horseback riding for individuals with special needs. Those individuals who cannot eat, speak, or talk on their own, to those who have learning disabilities and or emotional trauma. In June of 2011, we were able to open our doors. And the thing that surprised us the most was the growth that we experienced as fast as we did without trying to find any riders. They came word of mouth. Today, we are serving over 50 riders per week. We also have grown from the original 3 horses to 6 horses. We now have 2 instructors, so we have about 70 people who faithfully volunteer their time each week to assist in the therapy. So what sets us apart from other therapy centers is that we use exclusively Norwegian fjord horses. Most therapy centers use a variety of breeds, but we have specifically chosen this breed based on their calm demeanor, their beautiful looks, and their large movement, which provides extra benefits that other breeds of horses don't. The vision was sparked when I gave a 5th birthday ride for a friend's daughter who had spina bifida, and she came to the house using her walker. The moment I lifted her onto the horse was life-changing for both of us. The empowerment and confidence and freedom of movement that she experienced at that moment was just incredible. In the next few years, what we hope to develop is a stronger financial support within the community. We hope to bring in 1 more full-time instructor, and also the long-term goal is to identify and secure a piece of property so that we can build a center off-site that would be able to serve from 150 to 200 riders per week.
Goodness, I didn't drop this. And what an incredible group of entrepreneurs, industrial folks, industrious folks that we're blessed to have here in this valley. The Entrepreneur of the Year this year is Jeff and Leanna Karpus from Orchard. Awesome, thanks. Well, I don't know what to say, but except thank you. Thank you, GWATA, for doing this, and I'm amazed, honestly, that I feel like such an idiot sometimes. Really, just a simple guy who, but can be used for extraordinary things. I just want to say a quick few thank yous if you guys don't rope me off if you have to, but thank God I get to live in America in this day and age and in this city. Are you kidding me? This is awesome. How can it get even better than this? And I want to thank my beautiful wife. You guys can call her Leanna. I call her Beauty. And if any of you guys call her Beauty, they will never find your body. But for putting up with me and for being my support and and just awesome. I thank my parents. And they're here today, Ron and Rose, and Mom and Dad, can you guys stand up real quick? Thank you, because I'm gonna tell you what. Oh yeah, Mom just had her hip done. But there is nothing
like having parents who you know that no matter what you do, you're unconditionally loved. And they believed in junior achievement. They had a short version of it. Junior best be achieving something. And they made sure that I did. And then last of all, I just want to say thank you to my team. I've got almost all of our teams here. My team, please stand up. Because these and thank you everyone for this. I appreciate it. Honored. Kick me off. Oh, Jeff broke it with all the enthusiasm. And way to go, way to go. One last thing, that the winner, which is Orchard Corset, does receive a check for $250 from GWATA on our behalf. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Jeff, I think they'll be contacting you for the MC gig next year. Awesome. Totally lost my gig. This is where I step off stage left. I'm going to let Dan Pequet ride this out, and no better man to do it. He's the president-elect of GWATA, and he's going to take a look towards the future. Big hand for Dan.
That was great, Jeff. I was sitting here trying to figure out how I was going to get some energy, and I think you took it all away from me. All right, so as we get ready to select our winner for our Luncheon Makers Award, I'd first like to think about us doing this 15 times. When I look at this, I can't believe it's been 15 years that this has taken place. So when we look about what's coming next, before we do that, I'd like to talk about what's happened already, and I'd like to recognize our outgoing president for almost 10 years, Jenny Reckel. And this was tough to practice in our dress rehearsal, and we couldn't do this yesterday, so I apologize if it's a little rough. All right, so as Jenny comes up to the stage, let's share some videos from a few of her friends.
Hey Jenny, it's been great working with you on the board of directors for GWATA. I'd like to say I'm going to miss you, but I know I'm not, because I'm going to be calling you many, many times as we attempt to fill your shoes with not only a president, but a vice president. It's been fun. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey Jenny, I just wanted to thank you for all of the time and effort that you put into GWATA, and I wanted to express my appreciation for your ability to still have fun and kind of keep us all reined in, even though we're all kind of headed off in different directions when we're trying to achieve a unified goal. It's just been a real pleasure to be with GWATA the last year and a half, and I've really appreciated all of the effort that you put into it. Thank you.
Hi Jenny. I want to take the opportunity to say thank you for the leadership that you have given GWATA. I feel like you've taken it from infancy all the way to something amazing. And your leadership and the laughter that you bring to events and your expertise has been something fun to watch and experience. And thank you again, and I look forward to continuing working with you.
Is it Jenny and GWATA, or is it GWATA and Jenny? Hey Jenny. I wanted to just say thank you for all the loyalty and dedication that you've given to the organization and leadership. I had the distinct opportunity to serve with you on the board for a number of years, and your professionalism, your drive has benefited all of us. So thanks for what you've done. And on a personal note, I'm excited.
I would really like to thank you.
Hey.
All right, so on behalf of everyone, thank you very much.
Thank you. I just quickly want to say that this is a team effort. We've just been blessed to have a wonderful team all these years, and I just look forward to working with all of you in a different capacity and next to you as we continue to build a great valley. So thanks so much.
right, so what's next? What's in store for next year? Well, another great luncheon, of course. So first thing we want to do is make sure that you guys understand next year, tentatively March 16th. So watch for us. We'll do it again. And it's never too early to nominate. So any of you that think you should have seen somebody else up here today that deserve to be recognized, please go to the website, GWATA.org, and nominate your candidates for next year or leave feedback for the event so we can make it better. And then, of course, this whole makers movement is really where the focus is next year. You've seen tons of stuff up here today. It just blows my mind every time I see how many individuals do so many great things in the Valley. So before we cut out, I'd like to ask Dr. Robb, a maker himself, to the stage real quick for a quick thank you. Not nuclear sonic. No, that's all right. I got plenty of those. Thank you very much.
I really do appreciate it. I love talking to all of you. And one of the things I'm listening to all the stories, and there's a common thread, you know, how can a blue-collar poor kid from Texas and outside of San Antonio make it and become one of the leaders of a huge corporation? It's because of the country we live in. I fly all over the world. I go to Brazil. When I worked on AIDS vaccines, I set up 22 laboratories in 14 countries. So I was flying to Botswana, to Malawi, South Africa, all these places, and they don't have the opportunities we do. All we do is we limit ourselves, and that's the only obstacle in the way. So if you have an idea, go for it. We're in the US. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so thanks again for the great presentation and inspiration. So makers are cool, and makers make jobs. I mean, that's the biggest reason that we look at this whole makers stuff going next year. If you think about recent history with GWATA, Snap It Screws, Bora Bella Designs handbags, Castle and Bay, Orchard Corset. I mean, all of these great things come from somebody having an idea and taking off with it. So as we get ready for our voting, it looks like most of our makers things have fallen down. I see some of them that have withstood. That's awesome. So I'd like to do a quick thank you to Karen Rutherford, who is helping to select our items. Yes. And she already selected a winner, so save me a step as well. So without further ado, then our winner. Okay, so we're still going to show the 4 tops, okay? So pictures from the tables. So we were going to have to do this by applause. So we're saving time now. All right, so if you see that, nice. Dr. Kara Schroeder's. And our anatomically correct. And the drone, very nice. And our winner is? I'll see you. Woo! All right, so there, as was mentioned earlier, there are prizes, and you can come up and claim those at the end of the event here, which will be very shortly if I can get on the road here. I was going to say a great thank you to our MC who had to quickly jet. They probably had to get on air, would be my guess. I would also like to thank the economic development partners in the Valley, Port of Chelan and Douglas counties, whose generous support makes events like this possible. Thank you very much. And thanks again for coming. We look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you very much. Can we get the board to come up here for a quick photo, please?
there a way that you can do that too?